been wanting to record for quite some time. I have been neglecting the YouTube channel, neglecting the podcast, not intentionally, but there has been a lot that has been going into this move, and a lot of layers and moving parts, and we had a lot of transition after we moved out of the house in Charlotte in January, at the end of January. That same weekend there was a huge snowstorm in Charlotte. That was fun, but we've been kind of in transition. That weekend we stayed in a hotel, then we stayed with my brother and his wife for a couple of weeks, and then we transitioned to the campus where I was facilitating a women's group. They have dorms on campus, and they let me stay there for free. It was amazing, and I'm so grateful for them. And then we went from there to the airport to Oregon, now here in Washington, and it is the eve of the day before we leave. Did I say that right? It's the night before we leave. We will head to the airport tomorrow and in the morning, and I'm just sort of tying up loose ends, all the different things that go into an international flight. But I have had so many layers of feelings since the Lord gave me this assignment and told me why I was going, and there are some reasons that I will kind of share when I feel the time is right, but nothing negative, just sometimes things are always timing. But I'm so grateful to be going over to Africa and bringing what the Lord has gifted me with to share with other people. I have had some criticism behind this. I've had some skepticism. I have had those who have not supported it. But the majority of folks who've known about it have been so amazingly supportive, far beyond what I could imagine, and I am so humbled and so grateful for the love and support that family and friends have shown me. So many people, and those who took the time to say goodbye to me, even in North Carolina. Just a wonderful support system there as well, and I love North Carolina, but I didn't want to make this long-winded, but I meant to record. I meant to talk more about this assignment, but the door just didn't open, and I have said since I started the podcast and the channel and writing articles with Substack, I have said I will speak when the Lord tells me to speak. I'm not a huge content creator. That's not my thing. I don't want to go down that path, but I do want to share what the Lord has bestowed upon me with other people if I can. And I don't think that content creating is the only way to do that. I'm actually more of a direct care type person. I like to be one-on-one with people and face-to-face with others. So I'm sure that I will get to do a lot of that where I'm going. I am grateful for all the prayers and even those who were concerned out of love, and all their prayer support as well. Big shout out to my prayer line ladies. Monday and Wednesdays, amazing women who have just been my pillars, and I'm the baby of the group, and so I have a bunch of older sisters that have been so supportive and so encouraging, and I'm so grateful for that. I know that there's something I'm forgetting. it has been hard for me to really vocalize all the layers. I'm not a real excitable person. I'm not one of those people who cries real easy. I don't get excited about a whole lot, even when something's really exciting. I don't get like that, like a lot of other people do, never have. Um, but I do feel joy and I do feel peace. I feel a lot of apprehension because I'm going into some place that an unknown charted territory for me. But I'm not the first or the last person. Um, and when the Father orders our steps, we'll be fine, even if we can't see the next step. Um, I'm just trusting Him for every single piece, and I know He's taking care of this because He's shown me. It's biblical, and you don't have to believe me or agree with me, but I can only speak from my own experience and hearing the voice of the Holy Spirit. It is a personable relationship. It's not a religion at all. It's unfortunate that that's what it's come to. I had someone argue with me about, wanted to argue, I didn't engage in the argument, about how it's the cause of wars all over the world and religion and what do I really believe. And that is true. It has been the cause. But when you have a relationship with a Most High God, that's a little different. That's something completely different. That's not religion at all. So this has been a real personal journey. I've gotten rid of many material things that were really valuable to me and important to me that no longer serve a purpose in my life, and I got to mourn them and grieve them on the levels that they needed. Like I said, I'm not a person that cries very easily, so I'm just one of those people that it just takes a lot for me to cry. It doesn't mean that I'm not sad or that I'm holding back, because I do cry. I do, and I think crying's good. But there's been so many layers of emotions that I don't know that I've had a lot of time to focus on what I'm feeling, as opposed to I've been given an assignment, I need to remain focused and do what I got to do. And there's been a lot to do. And so I could not have done it without the Lord. I could not have done it without friends and family who've supported me with prayers and monetary gifts. My children who've been so amazingly supportive, and everyone's patience around me. And it was good for me to come back and say goodbye to family and just be able to give everyone hugs and see them face to face and go down memory lane. That was fun. But this journey is personal, and it's something that the Lord has instructed me to do, and I'm going to obey Him in it. And I would rather obey Him in something that I'm not familiar with than something that I am familiar with and that's not His will. So I know that I'm going to be okay. And to all the Graceful Guidance subscribers and the Graceful Guidance family, thank you for your prayers and your support. I am definitely going to be documenting this journey. My hopes is to document it and edit it and put together a compilation, but we'll see. We'll see if that happens. It may just be as we go kind of thing, but I'm definitely going to be sharing what the Lord is doing over there, and the other ministries that I get to connect with. Hopefully some of them will let me film as I go too. And if not, I'll take pictures and share those with you all too. But I am so grateful to the Lord. I never in a million years thought that this is what my life would look like. I never thought that He would place me in this type of position. And so I'm grateful, I'm thankful, and I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I've seen a lot of negative. I've seen a lot of evil. I've seen a lot of deep selfishness within the American population. But I've also seen some good, and I've also seen some soft-hearted people, and people who still want truth, and people who still believe in morals and values and standards, and deeply care about their neighbors and not just looking out for number one. And so I hope, if anything, that this journey helps other people to examine themselves and see what you can do, and what is your purpose, and what are you being called to do, and not just what can everything be done for me, because this life is so beyond material. People say that, oh yeah, it's beyond materialistic and all those things, but people don't really live it. And that's what I've seen. I'm greatly concerned for mankind. They are not prepared. People don't really truly know how to suffer, some. But excuse me just a moment. Yeah. So it's the night before. Sorry, I have someone calling and texting me. It is the night before, and tomorrow I will post maybe us sitting on the airplane, I'm not sure. But definitely am happy to bring everyone along with me. And again, thank you to all those who have supported us with prayers and all the gifts, all the well wishes, text messages, emails, phone calls. I'm just so grateful. So just remember that you are loved and valued and treasured, and you do have purpose. You do. And we have choices. We have choices to do the right things. We have choices to live beyond ourselves, and we have a choice to serve other people. And you are loved by a very mighty, mighty God. And for those who challenged me a week ago, the God I serve is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is the God I serve. And that is not a religion. So there you have it. Thank you so much, and God bless.